Hello and welcome to the MAC weather page for this Tuesday, August 29th, and we're up here at Harrisville, Michigan, and the big stories is going to be the remnants of Hurricane Harvey continue to pound southeast Texas, now moving up into northeast Texas, also into western Louisiana, and again, some more heavy rainfall. Looks like the worst may be done if we can get past the next 24 to 36 hours in the Houston area, but not after some very historic rainfall. And we can take Again, next slide, you can see this is where I'm reporting from right now. And again, a nice morning out there, clouds, but it's still pretty mild up here. And if we look back home at Ransom Road, you can see there is some fog out there with some of the rain and the moisture that we've picked up here over the last 24 hours. Some scattered dense fog being reported, so be careful out on the roadways this morning. And you can see on the radar, not a whole lot going on. We put the map into motion. And you can see, again, most of the activity well off to our south and east. And again, we had pretty good rain here overnight across much of the northeastern lower part of the state. And again, across the area, you can see Marlette picked up 1.57 inches of rain, just over an inch at Brown City. So the heaviest rains were on the eastern part of the state, with some lighter amounts as you head back farther to the west. And if we look at the radar picture now as we get into the Houston area, you can see they've picked up 42.11 inches of rain from the storm. And again, more rain continues to spiral back to the north and west. And with that system moving off into the Gulf, and then it's going to move right up towards northeastern or southeastern Louisiana, and then it's going to eventually move up into Arkansas and then off in towards the Tennessee Valley. And again, but over the next 24 to 48 hours, still more significant rainfall can be expected, with some areas picking up between 5 to as much as 12 inches of rainfall. And if we look at the projected path of the tropical storm Harvey, you can see it goes out into the open waters. And while we don't think this is going to intensify, although it could just a little bit, I think it's going to gain some better structure features, and that's also going to pick up more moisture here, especially over the next 24 hours, and throw it back into portions of Texas that just don't need the rain. And Houston, Galveston area, again, you're amongst the areas that could get the most rain here, up into portions of Louisiana. And you can see that storm takes all the way till next Sunday to get up towards Kentucky, so a very slow-moving storm. And if we look at some of the rainfall amounts that we've seen over portions of Texas, you can see Houston's National Weather Service Office at 42 inches, and again, a number of locations between 30 to 40 inches. And again, there'll be more on top of these numbers, and we'll get the final report on that once the storm gets out of the area here as we get towards the end of the week or towards the weekend. And you can see some of the forecasted amounts are going to be pretty significant, especially across eastern portions of Texas and western Louisiana. And again, some of these areas picking up well over 10 inches of rain perhaps over the next 4 or 5 days. And if we look at the next slide, if we can get that to move into motion here, the forecast map for later today, again, high pressure system for the most part is going to be dominating much of the Great Lakes. And eventually, as we get in towards next week, we're going to see a series of these fronts come through. And we're going to have some mighty chilly air, I think, as we get in towards the middle of next week. And we'll talk about that later on here as we go through the upcoming days. And then by Tuesday, or rather, this should be Wednesday. I had these changed. But again, you can see the forecast map shows a cold front beginning to come through the area. That'll drop our temperatures down towards 70 here later on in the week. And then we'll warm up over the weekend. Actually, the weekend looks pretty nice. You can see by Wednesday that cold front comes through, and we'll drop our temperatures as we get into Thursday. And then as we get into the weekend, we warm up. Saturday looks like a pretty nice day. It looks like sunshine, really, for the most part, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and even into Monday. Can't rule out a shower here and there on Sunday and Monday, but for the most part, most of the time, it will be dry and mild. Again, highs near 80 on Saturday and well into the 70s for Sunday and Monday before we get to that cool down towards the middle of next week. And here's the forecast. Some of it covered up, but again, for today, showers will be scattered. They'll be moving out of the area as we work our way through the day, and then lots of sunshine for Wednesday. Maybe a shower on Thursday. Again, we drop down about 6 or 8 degrees cooler than Wednesday, which will be a nice day with lots of sunshine, highs in the upper 70s. And again, cooler for Friday, highs only in the upper 60s, around 70 before we warm well into the 70s for Saturday. Again, looks like a pretty nice Labor Day weekend coming up for the area. Thanks for stopping by, and have yourself a great day, and 73s to all.